On the show today, we count down 10 greatest rap albums, and the show is about to begin. I am Mr. Stevenator. Welcome to the show. Remember, you can catch us on all our social media platforms, or you can hit us up on our website, www.undergroundcontest.com. Now let's get over to the list. The number 10 guy that we want to talk about is 50 Cent, and this album is called Get Rich or Die Trying. Now, as we know, 50 Cent, when he released this album, was actually not really relevant in the industry. It was just the guy that was trying to be the top-notch rapper in the industry. He actually worked with Dr. Dre on this one, and trust me, every song on that album could actually stand on its own. From In the Club to PIMP to 21 Questions, those were songs that would do well individually. Number 9 is Good Kid, Mad City. Now this is coming from Kendrick Lamar. If you're a new kid in the game, or you're a new kid that has started loving rap music, then you might not understand what Kendrick is saying. But if you're a true lover of hip-hop, then you might just enjoy Kendrick. Now this is a guy who came into the industry and has been doing well since he came in. His album Mad City, Good Kid, is amazing. Almost every song on the album made well. Swimming Pool Drank, one of my favorite. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is another jam that you should listen to. Poetic Justice and other tracks on that album was dope. Now one thing I love about Kendrick is his lyrics. This guy takes time to write his songs. He goes deep and explains what he's actually talking about. But this album in particular actually tells his story in Compton. The next album we want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Reasonable Doubt, and this is coming from King Hova himself, Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z, as we know, is one of the most respectable rappers in our time. He's actually one of the guys that has kept the flag flying for a long time. He signed artists like J. Cole, Kanye West, and a host of others that are making the game proud. I must say, Jay-Z on this album came out in all sincerity. Songs like Politics as Usual, Devil, Kashmir, songs that can actually be in your minds for a very long time. On number 7, we're talking about Straight Outta Compton by the NWAs. Now, this is an album that actually shook the industry when it came out. Why? Because this album is actually complete. It had a producer, it had a great artist, a great pioneer, a great innovator, and a great lyricist. Now, what more can come out of an album if all these people came together and did a song? You know, I kind of feel jealous right now. I wish I was actually in the album as well. Maybe I'll be the one doing the, yeah. And now one remarkable thing about that album is that it was never played on radio and wasn't played on video as well, but it actually sold 1 million copies. Amazing, isn't it? Number 6 is Chronic by Dr. Dre. Yes, he's Dr. Dre, and he's not in the hospital treating people. He's actually in the photo booths taking pictures. I just lied. It's actually in the production section, making sure we enjoy good music. And his debut album, which he calls The Chronic, is actually one album that stands the test of time. This album, as we already know, is still making waves and will always make waves, and will always put a smile on the faces of people who love hip-hop music. Knowing fully well that he's a good producer, he actually came up and made this album. And if you look at it from the production angle, you will tell that Dr. Dre actually gave 100 on this one. If you are the best, then come prove to the rest that you are the finest, all at the Underground Contest. All you gotta do is go to our website, www.undergroundcontest.com. Download the beat, freestyle on it, and send it back to us, and get the chance to perform at the concert itself. Be proud, because you're gonna be chilling with the King of Stars. Yes, I said that. I am Mr. Stevenator. I hope to see you there.
Let it hit 'em. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, run it.
On number 10, we had Get Rich or Die Trying from 50 Cent. On number 9, we had Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar. Number 8, Reasonable Doubt by King Hova himself, Jay-Z. And on number 7, we had Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Number 6, it was Chronic by Dr. Dre. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now I am having super fun. I'm feeling myself, and I'm sure you guys are feeling yourselves as well. If you're a good rapper, you know what to do. Hit us up on our social media platform or our website, www.undergroundcontest. Download the beat, freestyle on it, and send it back to us. And you might just get the chance to perform at our shows that holds down every Thursday. It's the Throwback Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. You might just be the next star. All right. So moving on to the show, ladies and gentlemen, the next one we want to talk about is the Wu-Tang Clan, and they call this one the Enter. Now, I would rather say these guys actually changed the game in the term of bringing it to the streets. Like, they knew how to deliver to the layman, they knew how to deliver to people who actually were angry and wanted to listen to music. They were pure in their lyrics, they brought out quality delivery, and I must say metaphoric rap was their thing. They knew how to make sure people enjoyed rap music, even though it was aggressive. The number 4 album is coming from one of the greatest rappers of all time, though he's been dead for over 15 years, but still relevant and respected, and this one he calls All Eyes on Me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Tupac Shakur. Now, this is a guy who came into the game because he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to change the world. He wanted to hear people hear him talk. Now, Tupac, as we already know, is the man who actually moved for change. He said a lot of things that were happening in his time, things he wanted to change and things he felt was the right thing to do. I must say, All Eyes on Me is one of the greatest albums that is out of the world, not just in America. It is one of the greatest albums in the world. All Eyes on Me right now is still my favorite album. This one actually says Ready to Die, and it's by Biggie. Maybe he released the album knowing that he was gonna die, and then he called it Ready to Die. The album actually stood the test of time. The album is one album that whenever I listen to it, I'm like, yo, this is hip-hop. This is how hip-hop should be done. The number 2 album is coming from Eminem, and he calls this one the Marshall Mathers LP. Now, I hate him for being a white boy, hate him for contradicting the law of nature that white guys are not supposed to rap. He's actually fluent, he's honest, he's shocking, and he has an incredible album that is actually still selling. It has singles that actually made waves across the world. It has songs that every kid can sing and relate to. Why? Because he was talking about his struggles, he was talking about things that were happening to him and how the world can be a better place. If you are the best, then come prove to the rest that you are the finest. All at the Underground Contest. All you gotta do is go to our website, www.undergroundcontest.com. Download the beat, freestyle on it, and send it back to us, and get the chance to perform at the concert itself. Be proud, because you're gonna be chilling with the King of Stars. Yes, I said that. I am Mr. Stevenator. I hope to see you there. Think you are the best? You think you are the best? Come through at the Underground Contest. That's because you have not seen the rest. To show you are the finest. I go by the name Mr. Stevenator, and together with DJ Phenomenon, we would be holding it down. To the show, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just joining us, on number 5 we had Enter, the Wu-Tang Clan. And at number 4 we had All Eyes on Me by the greatest rapper of all time, Tupac Shakur. And at number 3 we had Ready to Die by Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. like you know him. And then on number 2 we've got the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. Now, this is the time when we get to roll the drums. This is the time when we get to tell you the one album that has stood the test of time, the album that is still the greatest rap album of all time, the album that will still sell any day, anytime, the album that talks about the rap culture, that talks about how far rap music has come, the album that explains rap itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about one man who people think is a Nigerian. I do not know for a fact if he is a Nigerian, but I think he's actually an amazing rapper, an individual that has stood the test of time, that has made records. He goes by the name Nas, and he calls this one Illmatic. This is the album that talks about the rap culture, that talks about the slavery days, that talks about how rap music should be done. He went in and explained how black people lived their lives back in the day. I must really say, Nas is one artist or one rapper that is actually supposed to be the king of rap right now. But as time would have it, a lot of new kids have come up to prove themselves. Shout out to the likes of Kanye West, J. Cole, and the likes of others that are actually doing well right now. We do not know what album will take over this #1 spot. But what we know right now is that Illmatic is still the #1 greatest rap album of all time. If you doubt me right now, ladies and gentlemen, just go check it out and know what Nas was actually talking about. So if you want to be part of this, guys, all you need to do is go to our website www.undergroundcontext.com and download our freebie, or you want to send us the next topic that we would be talking about, 10 greatest rap album out of Nigeria, you can hit us up on our website, which I already mentioned, or our social media platform at underground_ng. Send us the names and we would work on it and get back to you guys. Till I come your way again next time, ladies and gentlemen, I remain Mr. Stevenator. Stay put, stay rappish, and stay blackish. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace out.